Call halal la Yahweh ba Hashem Yahweh Shai. Waha Raha Kodash. All praises and glory go to you, Lord. Double honors and respect go to our apostles, our elders, and our teachers, the men of Great Millstone. To you I say Shalom. It's your brother, I'm Ryan. Let's get into it. Here's an article from RT News, the title being U.S. to modernize its main nuclear bomb. Wow. We really are headed towards that time, that great day of the Lord, in record fashion, might I add. Okay. Prophecies are cracking off left and right, smack, 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 back to back to back. And this is very important because, as we already know, Iran has been test firing missiles, Russia has been test firing missiles, China has been test firing missiles, North Korea has been test firing missiles, etc., etc., etc. So we're definitely in the season that is leading to the great day of the Lord spoken of in Joel. Okay. The article goes on to say the Pentagon has said it wants to develop variant 13 of the airdrop B-61. And it reads, the U.S. Department of Defense announced on Friday the project to upgrade its main nuclear gravity bomb. The National Nuclear Security Administration, NNSA, at the Department of Energy would develop the B-6113 munition pending the approval of and funding by Congress. Okay, quote unquote. The B-6113 represents, Salaki, I have a cough drop in my mouth. Quote unquote, the B-6113 represents a reasonable step to manage the challenges of a highly dynamic security environment, said Assistant Secretary of Defense for Space Policy John Plumb. While it provides us with additional flexibility, production of the B-6113 will not increase the overall number of weapons in our nuclear stockpile, which, as we already know, that's probably horseshit, right? Now, it goes on to say, Plumb described the announcement as reflective of a changing security environment and growing threats from potential adversaries. We already know what time this is, man. This is the time of judgment where all these nations are being gathered together in the valley of Jehoshaphat for the great day of the Lord that is to come upon all flesh, right? And that great day of Lord is a day of darkness, of gloominess, of sorrow, okay? A very painful day. And we already read this in Joel in my last video. But how it all ties together is just funny to me, okay? And it's not really funny to me. It's just I have a lack of using better words at this point. I don't want to say it's ironic because it's not ironic. It's prophetic. Prophetic is the word that I'm looking for, okay? Again, Plumb described the announcement as reflective of a changing security environment and growing threats from potential adversaries. The Pentagon, however, insisted that the decision was not made in response to any specific current event, but reflects an ongoing assessment of the security environment as described in the 2022 Nuclear Posture Review. Full of shit. They know what they're getting ready for. And if you're not knowing, let's go ahead and filter through the scriptures so you understand, okay? And though this may become repetitive, we're not going to start with this one, okay? We're going to end with Matthew, okay, chapter 13. But where we're going to start is Joel, okay? Again, Joel chapter 3, verse 1. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. And we looked up what the word Jehoshaphat means. It means Yahweh's judgment, okay? So again, verse 2, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Yahweh's judgment. and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. So I already did a lesson on this yesterday, and you must understand that the Lord pleads with fire and sword. And by fire, he's going to be using ICBM missiles, this B-6113 modernized nuclear weapon. All manner of nuclear weapons are going to be brought out for the great day of the Lord's judgment. Okay, well, we're going to skip on down to the parts we didn't read. Okay, I'll begin at verse 9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. And this is what the Lord is proclaiming to these governments right now at this point in history. Prepare your bitch ass for war, okay, with the Almighty. And he's about to put your ass to death, okay? And as we already understand, this is definitely about the nation of Israel, whether the world likes to hear it or not, okay? I don't give a damn at this point. It is what it is. Joel chapter 3, verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come down. Right. Bring your bitch ass down to the valley of Jehoshaphat. Verse 10. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourselves, and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about thither. Cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh. Let the heathen be wakened, and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Right. This is about the Lord's judgment, and we are in the last seconds of the last days, okay? So at the end of the day, the prophets have been out here on the highways, byways, and hedges, constantly warning, constantly telling you that this day was coming, and it is coming down the pipeline like a fastball. There's not much time left. We're waiting on a few prophecies to kick off, and the great day of the Lord's judgment is right behind that, quickly following. You're waiting on the Revelations chapter 13, 16, the MOT to the B, which will be in the form of the C-hip that will be implanted under your skin of your hand or in your forehead. You're waiting on Jacob's trouble for the devil to come down upon the nation of Israel, having great wrath, because he knows that he have but a short time. And you're waiting on the third woe, and it comes quickly. And the third woe is World War III, okay? Now it says, again, verse 11, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about thither. Cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh. Let the heathen be awakened, and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come ye, come, get you down. Salakia, I'm going to read it again, verse 13. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. And I'm about to explain to you what the harvest is. But let's continue reading, verse 13. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get ye down, for the press is full, the fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. Multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of Yahweh is near in the valley of decision. Yes, it is. It truly indeed is upon us. Call halal la Yahweh ba Hashem Yahweh Shai. Okay. Now, I told you I would tell you what the harvest is. For those of you who haven't done your diligent studies, let's go ahead and bring it home for you. Okay. This is Matthew chapter 13. And I'll begin at verse 37. Now, as you can see, this is all in red, meaning these are the words of Yahweh Shai. And I did skip through a couple parts because it begins to tell a parable about seeds being planted. But this is the explanation of that parable that will tell you what the harvest is. Matthew 13 and 37. He answered and said unto them, He that soweth the good seed is the Son of Man. Right. The good seed, the Son of Man, is Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly recognizes as Jesus. Verse 38. The field is the world, the good seed are the children of the kingdom, right? Yasha Allah, the children of Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and North American Indians, and you confusion of faces, because we have been scattered into all nations under heaven. The children of Israel have now taken on the likeness of those kingdoms they have been scattered into, as well as looking like the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and North American Indians. Verse 38. The field is the world, and the good seed are the children of the kingdom, but the tares are the children of the wicked one, right? Shaitan, Satan, the devil, the nation of Esau, Edom, okay? The self-proclaimed white man that ruleth in the world today also has planted tares among the children of the kingdom. Now, it says, verse 39, the enemy that sowed them is the devil. The harvest is the end of the world. Repeat it again. The enemy that sowed the tares is the devil, and the harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels. As you already read in Joel chapter 3, it says, thrust in the sickle. The angels are the ones that are going to be thrusting in those sickles, okay? Because they are the reapers of the harvest. Verse 40, as therefore the tares are gathered and burned in the fire, this is why the Lord is getting ready and preparing bombs like the B-6113 modernized nuclear weapon. And all these other countries are getting their weapons ready and beating their plowshares into spears, because this is the beginning of the end, okay? As we already know, the harvest is the end of the world. Verse 40 again, as therefore the tares are gathered and burned in the fire, and this is the reason Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is preparing all these different weapons that shall rain down his judgment, okay? So that the wicked can be burned in the fire. Verse 40 again, as therefore the tares are gathered and burned in the fire, so shall it be at the end of this world, right? We are witnessing the beginning of the end, Akim. Okay? Don't cry. Don't make excuses. At this point in time, it is what it is. The prophets have been out here on the highways, byways, and hedges, constantly warning you that this day was upon us. For those of you that took heed, you understand that you must repent, come back onto your power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, through prayer and fasting. But others that have not taken heed to the warning are going to be caught out there with their pants down. Okay? Verse 41, the Son of Man shall send forth his angels, and they shall gather out of his kingdom all things that offend, and them which do iniquity. And iniquity is sin upon sin. Okay? Violation of the laws, statutes, and commandments that are outlined within these holy scriptures, okay? Verse 42, Salakit, verse 42, and shall cast them into a furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth. Then shall the righteous shine forth as the sun in the kingdom of their Father. Who have ears to hear, let him hear, right? That is the point of all of this. The Lord is coming with judgment. The world will be judged by fire. And the way that the Lord is going to judge the world is going to be with ICBM nuclear missiles and all manner of weapons of war. Okay? In these last days, the judgment will stand, and the people will be judged by fire. Okay? There's no getting around it. So if you should happen to come across this message, it's best for you to return back onto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai if you are in fact of the house of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and North American Indians, and confusion of faces, and repent for your wickedness, repent for your sinful deeds, and pray and fast and beg for forgiveness and beg for mercy. And if it may be so, he shall give you salvation in that day from what is coming, okay? Again, all you bugged out Christians saying that you're saved already because you heard some feel good message from your wicked ass pastor have no clue what salvation truly meant. Okay? This is the time that we need salvation. And this is what we need salvation from: nuclear bombs. Okay? I'm going to finish out with one more. This is 2 Peter chapter 3, and this is where we're going to end out. I'll begin at verse 5. It says, "For this they willingly are ignorant of, that by the word of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the water and in the water, whereby the world that then was, being overflowed with water, perished." There has already been one great death before, one great day of judgment before, and that is what is known as the flood of Noah. Okay? Continue reading. Verse 7, "But the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word, are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the great day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men." Okay? This is what you are being warned of. The great day of judgment, where the Lord has reserved ungodly men, wicked people. He has reserved them for judgment by fire. Okay? No more talk. Repent or die. It's that simple. Repent or die. If you hear this message, that is the message. Repent or die. Hopefully this has been edifying. I want to say, call halal la Yahweh ba Hashem Yahweh Shai for this message. Until the next time, Israel. Shalom.